So today we're taking a look at a budget case that's been around for years. Every year, it's a great case, and it's one that I can always recommend for a low price, but also it's going to give you a lot of really good features. And today we are talking about the Smartish Gripmunk for the iPhone 17 Pro Max and iPhone Air. Now, the price on this case is $19.99 for the iPhone 17 Pro Max and $24.99 for the iPhone Air. Not sure why there's a price difference for a smaller, thinner case, but it is what it is. Of course, all links are down in the description below for you guys to check out for yourselves. So, taking a look at the packaging, we know Smartish packaging. We know these cases. They've been around for so long, and every year you know exactly what to expect. Smartish on the front, mighty protection awaits, open sesame. This is the Gripmunk. Now, this is going to be the Black Tie Affair color. The reason why I went with Black Tie Affair with both of the colors, spoiler alert, as opposed to any of the other ones, is because this was the only model that I was able to find with camera control. So keep that in mind when you are purchasing one. So far, all I've seen is the Black Tie Affair. If anything changes, let me know down in the comments below, as well as everybody else. That way people can know more informed. But since the purchase of this case, since I have bought it myself, this is the only color option that comes with camera control. So let's open it up. Now, as soon as you pop that open, there you go. You are greeted with Smartish. We have our case and then a little thing that says your phone thanks us. All that little more information right here. Get all this, you can review them if you want to, all that fun stuff. So anyway, setting that off to the side, here is our case. Full TPU style case. The back of this is soft. There is no real texture here. You are getting a TPU camera plateau there. And then on the inside, you get this kind of like microfiber material. You do get your MagSafe and alignment magnets there, and TPU material that goes all the way around the inside of the case, as well as our camera control button right there. So, taking a look at the iPhone Air version, it's going to be the same thing all the way around. Now, like I said, these two are different prices, which is weird because this one has more material. It's obviously larger, wider, and everything compared to the iPhone Air, but the price is more expensive on the iPhone Air version. Not really sure why. It doesn't really make too much sense to me, but you get what you get. So let's go ahead and actually weigh this thing, see how much it weighs, how thick it is, and all that fun stuff. So starting off, we are in grams with our scale. With the 17 Pro Max, we are looking at 45 grams, and the iPhone Air, we're looking at 41 grams. Then bringing over our caliper front to back, we have 12.4 millimeters, and with the camera plateau, 14.8, and then from inside to outside, we're looking at 2.9. Then bringing over the Air version, front to back, it's going to be 9.3, with the plateau 13.3, and then inside to outside, we are looking at 2.9 millimeters there. So let's go ahead and set all of this off to the side, and we can bring over that cosmic orange iPhone 17 Pro Max, put it in here. Let's listen out for that click. Pretty decent click on there. Not the loudest click in the world, not the most solid, but you are going to get a pretty decent fit on this case. It is a little bit more loose than what I would like, but it is a softer TPU material going all the way around, and your buttons are pretty much the same, bottom and top. Now, I'm not too worried about this case if you were to drop it, for it to come out of the case, for your phone to come out of the case, but it should be just fine. I would just like to see that be a little tighter. Then going over to the corners, 1, 2, ooh, that was a good one, 3, and 4. The bottom two corners don't have as nice of a click onto them like the top two, but again, I don't really have too many concerns about the fit. I don't think things are going to get in between your case and your phone here through the sides. You should be just fine. Like I said, Smartish has been around for a long time. They've been making these cases. A lot of people buy these cases and they love their Smartish. This is the little brother to the Gripzilla, which has a much stronger, like a more durable fit, and it's definitely a lot more grip to the case. And of course, we will be reviewing that on the channel, so make sure you get subbed up for that. That's coming very soon. But Smartish cases have always been around. Everybody knows them, and people buy them for a reason. So really not too many complaints when it comes to that. Plus, they have really good reviews on Amazon, which is where I actually bought mine from as well. But let's actually bring over the iPhone Air real quick in that beautiful blue color. We'll put this one in here. Just confirm the fit on there. It's about the same, pretty much the same fit going all the way around on both of these phones. Now let's take a look around the sides. Starting off with the top, we are closed in. On the left-hand side, you do have your action button, volume up and down, and the rest is closed in. You do get this nice little texture on the sides, as well as you guys can see these little grooves on both sides of the case. That's going to give you nice grip. And of course, it's the same way on the Air version as well. So that's one of the reasons why they call this the Gripmunk, obviously, because it doesn't have as intense grips as the Gripzilla, but it's still plenty enough grip. This case is not slippery at all. Whatever you have on your hands, you'll be just fine. Let's listen to how those buttons sound. Nice clicky buttons. They are built in with relief cutouts, but you'll have no issues with the buttons, and they do protrude out a bit. Moving along to the bottom, you have nice cutouts for your mic and your speaker, as well as a very wide open USB Type-C, so you'll really have absolutely no issues when it comes to charging your phone with any of your thick cables. And same thing with the iPhone Air and your USB Type-C port. Everything is just fine when it comes to that. And then looking at the right-hand side, of course, we get the camera control button on both of these devices. Now, like I said, this was the only color that I could find that had that camera control, so that's why I got the same color for both. But let's test that button out, shall we? Go ahead and click that, and good button. No complaints. Nice sensitivity, responsiveness, all for that price point, $19.99, you know, or $24.99 like on the iPhone Air. You really can't beat that. Very good camera control, no issues whatsoever. We'll go ahead and take our little picture, and there we go. Now, the only thing I could say is this button is a tiny, tiny bit too easy to click. Smartish, if you guys come across this video, give the button just a little bit more resistance. It's not as easy as some other cases. I haven't really had too many accidental clicks, except when I'm actually testing the button out. While I'm trying to scroll, there have been a couple of times where I did click the button by accident. But otherwise, very good button. No complaints when it comes to that. Just testing it out real quick again on the Air. And let's see. Oh, hold on. There we go. Good button. Nothing to complain about really at all. Even with it being a little bit easier to click, you shouldn't have too many accidental clicks with it. I really can't say too much negative about that. But let's see that camera and that screen protection. Now, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector, and you're getting a pretty decent screen lip there, so you can set this down on its screen and be just fine. Same thing with the camera bump. You get a nice camera lip right there for your camera plateau. Set that down again on any surface, you'll be just fine. And same thing when it comes to the 17 Pro Max. Same screen lip there, and a pretty good camera bump right there, so you should really have no issues when it comes to that with either of these phones. So B, what do you think about the Smartish Gripmunk? What do I think? I think that this is an excellent budget case. You really can't go wrong with it, right? You're getting pretty decent buttons, nothing to write home about, but they're not mushy or anything. Good clicky buttons, especially for built-in ones. You're getting a pretty good fit. It could be a little bit more tight, but you know, you guys kind of know what to expect with some of the softer TPU cases. When it comes to a more stiff TPU case, there are definitely ones that fit better out there, especially right around that budget point, which we will be reviewing one very soon on the channel coming up that I think is an excellent case. Not that these aren't, but you know, could have a couple of little improvements. I would like to see the corners be a little bit more clicky on the bottom of it and just that fit around the sides. But otherwise, you're getting good protection for the screen, good protection for the camera. All around, the Gripmunk is a good case in pretty much every aspect. And of course, you do get very good grip when it comes to the Gripmunk. But let's check out the MagSafe to really solidify it and see how good it is. So starting off with our Apple MagSafe wallet, attach that. There we go, animation, and it's got pretty decent MagSafe when it comes to the Apple MagSafe wallet. You should be just fine with those. Bringing over the Apple MagSafe battery pack, also animation, and shake it. Good to go. It's not coming off. Everything is just fine. Oh, except that nice little drop test, RIP headphone users. But bringing over the 623, we can go ahead and attach that, and it'll be pretty good for your car mounts, your nightstand mounts, all that stuff. If you hit a pothole and you don't have the strongest MagSafe mount in your car, your phone may end up falling off. I would like to see the MagSafe just be a little bit stronger on this case, especially because it's TPU, so it's not too thick of a material that could interfere with it too much. I'd definitely like to see that, but it'll be good for just about all your everyday needs. You shouldn't really have any issues. And then just bringing over the Air to test that out as well, and pretty good. The Air actually might have a little bit better MagSafe strength than the 17 Pro Max version. So, do I recommend the Smartish Gripmunk to you guys for the Air and the 17 Pro Max? The answer is yes. I mean, you can't really go wrong with the price. $19.99, $24.99. I'd like to see, this should be kind of flipped if I'm being honest. This one should be $24.99. If anything, this should be $19.99, but really, they should both be $19.99. That would be a great price point for this case. Being under that $20 range where you're getting all these features, I think that would be excellent. But even still, for the price points, I can absolutely recommend the Gripmunk to you guys. But let me know what you guys think about that Smartish Gripmunk down in the comments below. The Gripzilla review is coming soon, so definitely stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. It goes a really long way for me and allows me to make these videos for you. We're this close to hitting 10,000 subs, guys. I know I've said it in the last few videos, but we're getting closer and closer every day, and thank you so much for that. So if you liked what I had to say or you were interested in this review, definitely make sure you get subscribed because, like I said, we got all the accessory reviews coming for the Pro Max and for the iPhone Air. But if you guys want to see another excellent case for the iPhone 17 Pro Max that you could also get on Amazon, I'll leave that right here. If you guys want to see my top 5 cases that you can buy at Best Buy right now, that video is right here.